your posture for meditation, the pose you sit in, the importance of that pose. If we sit and we slump down and we're trying to meditate, that's what we fall asleep. Gravity gets us, it starts pulling us down. We find we're fighting our meditation the whole time. How do we solve that problem? What are the secrets? The first secret is that we want to get the spine nice and straight. Now, I'm sitting in Padmasana, in full lotus pose, and I recognize that this is an advanced position. The advantage, I'll explain the advantage to it in a minute, but even notice that I am using its little blanket at the back. Because what I want to make sure is no matter what pose I'm in, my lumbar is coming in a little. And my back is nice and straight. If my lower back rounds, then everything starts to collapse, and then I start to strain to hold myself away from gravity. If you're going to sit on the floor, many people turn and they sit cross-legged. Here's the problem with sitting cross-legged. When you sit cross-legged, your knees are up. They are actually pushing you back. Your shoulders are about the same mass as your knees. So what do? You offset the pushing back with bringing the shoulders forward. Immediately the back rounds. But this, otherwise, if we try and then your mother says sit up straight, we already did that video, but you're catching yourself. You're trying to sit up straight, but the knees are pushing you back, and it's even worse. What is a person to do? The secret in yoga is that to lower the knees. Now, you just saw that we have a couple of poses actually. Let's turn to half lotus. We drop one knee down. We bring the other foot up. This is a little better. One knee is down, a little bit of a counterweight. We can sit up a little straighter, but this knee is still pushing us back. We still slump a little. What are we going to do with this? The power of full lotus is that it actually lowers both knees. Both knees come down, which allows you to sit up much straighter. The lumbar can come in. But even then I showed you, I still use a little bit of a lift. It's much more comfortable. All the way back to sitting cross-legged pose. If you cannot lower your knees, and most people can, why bring the mountain to Muhammad? Let's bring Muhammad to the mountain. If you lift your butt to the level of your knees, you can sit straight. So if you bring blocks, you can put a block underneath. You can take that blanket, roll it up a couple of times, and sitting cross-legged, you will see how I can get enough lift to lift my hips equal to or higher than my knees. That allows my lumbar to come in, shoulders to come up, back, and down, and allows me to sit nice and straight. Some of you I know out there are saying, but I can't even sit cross-legged, I don't want to sit on the floor. That's okay. Same principles apply. If you move to a chair, if you sit back in that chair, if you stick your butt back, you will sit rounded. Shoulders will be drooping forward. Throughout the meditation, you'll be fighting gravity to keep yourself awake, to pull yourself back. You want to make sure the lumbar comes in. One way to do that is we move to the edge of the chair. By moving to the edge of the chair, the lumbar can come in, you take away the support, hands can be on the lap in whatever position. We'll talk about that in another video. Shoulders up, back, and down. We can sit nice and straight. If you would like to be even nicer to yourself, you can take one of those blankets, roll it up, bring it into your lumbar, sit back against it. This is another way to support your lumbar. Sitting nice and straight. So we need to take care of our lower back. And what's the other secret? I already gave you the secret when we talked about posture, and we talked about mountain pose. The secret is in the chin. If during your meditation you find yourself nodding off, it's because the chin is not in the right position. We need, after we make sure our lumbar is properly aligned, to bring that chin in. It tilts the sternum up. It lifts the center of the top of the head. I invite you to check out the video on Tadasana, on mountain pose. The secret chin. If you keep that chin coming in, you will align the ears over the shoulders. This is the way to be able to forget about the body in meditation. We let it go. We just align it and we move on to the other things that we're focusing on. If at any time during your meditation you find that you are slumping or anything, remember, it's the chin. Pull that chin in. Feel yourself coming up straighter. Between the lumbar and the chin, the two big issues associated with your meditative posture, and really what will ultimately be the quality of that meditation. Meditation, I always say, is one of the most important small changes I have ever made in my life. I began meditating in 1969. I meditate regularly, every morning. I can't start a day without meditating. It is the core of my practice. 10 minutes of meditation each day. 10 minutes of sitting nice and straight. 10 minutes of relaxing. 10 minutes of peace. Add up to an incredible amount of peace and joy and perspective and clarity that you can bring to your life. Posture is key. It is the first step in learning how to meditate. Good luck. Have a wonderful day. My name is Larry Terkel. I am the author of a book called Small Change. It's the little things in life that make a big difference. And in that book is an entire section on how to meditate, including the posture we have talked about today. I am available to speak to your organization. I am available for yoga workshops, meditation workshops, retreats, workshops on small change. You can find me at larryterkel.com. Thank you very much. Namaste.